as we'll see Dwayne Haskins and the Arizona Cardinals taking on Drew Lock and the Philadelphia Eagles.
We find ourselves at the home of the world. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in 2019 from Ohio State. It's Dwayne Haskins. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hartman.
Haskins pass.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33.
Number 47 on the carry.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stuff the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players. It gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
At their own 27-yard line.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Shotgun snap to Lock. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Intended for Dallas Goedert.
Line of scrimmage again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lock. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there. That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Remains tied, 0-0.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Eagles.
They'll run now with Dillon. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up
on 3rd and 1. It's Haskins. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
That's good.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Tackled back at the 26-yard line.
Now it's Haskins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
A 10-yard gain, but it's 4th down.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And that is going to be incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run. It's Sanders. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Folding. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
The line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up
2nd and 11.
At the 14.
This short throw caught by Goddard.
Foley's pass complete to Dallas.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Block working out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Fielded at about the 28. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack.
It's a loss of 14. Brings up 3rd down.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
at the 30-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Sanders, the ball
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. The Cardinals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they snap him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
"21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
on 3rd down. They'll run it with Sanders. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
And he's got the 1st down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Chidobe Awuzie on the tackle. A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They fake the handoff, now Locke. Open man here, Sims complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Sanders. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and...
They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Eagles' 14-yard line.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. From the 2, here's 1st and goal.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are on the board first here tonight. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Got a man, he finds Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Again, they'll throw with Locke.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the first down. I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
15 yards on the play, first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Haskins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
to throw on second down. Foley, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Throw left side complete. That's Hartman. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
The 31-yard line. It's a gain
on the gun. Jones. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Davion Taylor able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Rankin. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
From the gun on third down. Foley. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Loss of 8 yards. And it's 3.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there, and they end up making the play.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Foley. Over the middle, it's complete.
Foley's pass.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Eagles.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. From the gun, Foley. He's going to take off with it. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. It's a gain of 11.
On 3rd down, Rankin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up second and
on second down. Rankin. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 24. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Folding. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there to defend. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now Jones. Over the middle, complete. It's Hartman. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And this one caught by Max Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Throwing Jones. Catch made, it's Marone. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and
from the gun. Jones.
24-yard line.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or 2 short. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And his kick here is good.
It is good.
And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
10. Eagles 7.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. On 1st down, Foley. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st down, Philadelphia.
From the gun, Foley eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Operating from the gun, Foley. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, Foley looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 34. Operating from the gun. Folding. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
What are they thinking?
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 14-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Rankin. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The kick by Elliott is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied.
The game at 10.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
Jones throwing on 1st down. And he'll find Moreau here.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
At the 47-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones, eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice game.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On 1st and 10, Foley. And now he's going to use his legs. He's going to have the first down past the 20. Throwing on 1st down. Foley. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Foley firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Foley. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down now. Rankin, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Right back to him on 1st down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll run on 1st down. Rankin, and a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd
and he'll give it here to his running back.
Another carry.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And it is good! He splits the uprights on the chip shot, and the Eagles are going to win the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on Sports. With that, we say good night from Glendale.